What is the true shape of Colorado? What is the true shape of Colorado? The fascinating thing about geography is the more you dig, the more interesting it becomes. Take something seemingly simple like the state of Colorado, which is where I live. Its borders are close to latitude and longitude lines. Southern border, 37 degrees north latitude. Northern border, 41 degrees north latitude. Eastern border, 102 degrees west longitude. Western border, 109 degrees west longitude. Simple, right? The borders are close to the latitude-longitude lines, but not exactly. Given the surveying methods of the 19th century, though, the borders about a mile or so away from the latitude-longitude lines, or less, are remarkably close. Historical surveying is another topic, and I have other videos about the amazing work of those old surveyors. I have stood on all four borders of Colorado, as well as the four latitude and longitude lines, over the past 30 years. And I can attest that they are close, but they are not exactly coincident. Thinking about the world's close to spherical shape, an oblate spheroid, wider around the equator than it is around the poles, Colorado is more like a trapezoid with the north and south boundary parallel, but the east and west boundary extending a little bit out or away from each other, because the longitude lines converge to the poles and diverge south to the equator. Longitude lines are not parallel. Latitude lines are parallel, and parallels is actually the nickname for latitude lines. But Colorado, it's not really a trapezoid either. According to a Denver Post article, the shape of Colorado may be a hexa, hecta, ennea, conta, chi, he, etc., meaning that it has 697 sides. I can't even say the whole word, according to this article, and Kutztown University's math whizzes who create names for polygons. Now take the New Mexico border of Colorado as an example. That's the southern border of Colorado. The state line runs west to east until it reaches Edith, south of Pagosa Springs, Colorado. From west to east, the line makes a southeast turn before continuing east, nearly 3,000 feet more south than it had followed before. So there's a little jog in the border right there, as you can see here. Because of this and other similar adjustments to the border, Colorado isn't four-sided. How did the shape get to be so convoluted? Well, back on 19th century surveying techniques, those lines were set up with rods, chains, triangulation, going up to high points like bluffs and on tops of trees and so on. And when those boundaries became official, later parties discovered, oh, there's an error in the original. Well, fixing those issues would often require too much effort, a lot of legal effort, for one thing. So agreements were worked out between Colorado and adjacent states and received congressional approval. When boundaries are adjusted or not adjusted on national borders, things can get even more complicated and heated politically. So geography is indeed wonderfully complex and relevant to our world. So I'm here to encourage you to think geographically and promote geography education throughout our educational system. It matters, even with a fun example like the state of Colorado. Thanks.